What's good? Pull up and shut up. This T-Rapper DrumDummie.
And I'm Shamu with DrumDummie. You are watching PullUpORShutUpTV.
If you my dog, then don't you change it up. Niggas turn on you like any day, no new ones hang with us. Just deeper than music, bitch, we ain't rapping, you can't sing with us. Say bitches, you stupid, bitch, you ain't grind, you can't get fame with us. I go off of the head whenever I rhyme, I can't make it up. I can see your eyes, I see the signs, you show fake love. Every nigga around me out they body and they take drugs. Me, I'm on my grind, ain't wasting time, I can't make it up.
Well, when did we first meet?
Like
music-wise.
For real, started kicking it. You came. I was at the crib. Of course, we lived in the same city in Shiloh, but he had came by. I was like always cool friends with his older cousin Killer, and he had came by one day and saw that me and my brother TJ were doing music like just as hardcore as him and all of his other cousins was doing it. So he came by and was like, okay, so you really making beats and got that much into it? Bring your ass in. Just like kind of, he really took me on his wing and shit. I mean, he's younger than me, but.
And then I think from the first day too, the first day I ever came down, and I came down there with some humbug just to come down there with Killer that time. But I think from the first day I came down there, like I came back like directly, like either a day or 2 days later, and we just kept like. I just kept asking more questions and more questions, then we started working.
It was a link, it was chemistry.
Yeah.
From the beginning. TJ's the reason I started even like rapping to begin with. Like I think this is something I might have answered at the last interview I did, but I know TJ's the reason I started even rapping to begin with, and that's why I got in hip hop or got into music in general. As far as like making beats and whatnot, I always had like more of a fascination into doing that than like really rapping. I mean, every now and then I catch the rapping bug and put a single out or something, but it was basically TJ that brought me into that. So I mean, I always listened to it, but I never really wanted to do it until TJ brought me in.
Me personally, I just remember my dad having two like 12 or 15, whatever they was back then, playing like So Def All Stars or whatever that was, all the bass music, all that, and I just picked up from there. Like I've been doing music since I can literally remember myself. Since I know myself, I've been rapping or doing like making beats with tapes or something like that. Our first placement together.
That was Funny Mike, wasn't it? 22 Savage.
Yeah.
They hit him up joint.
Yeah.
Was that it, or was it
It was that one, and then
because Molly Birdsey came after that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 22 Savage, aka Funny Mike, was our first like placement that actually started doing something.
What was your first like
actual placement with somebody?
It wasn't Shawty Red. Didn't you have one before him?
I think Kodak Black before Shawty Red.
Oh, the Honey Bun.
He just wasn't big at the
time.
time. Kodak Black was my first just official placement like that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see like my first solo placement. Like I get.
Was it Bone Thug?
Well, yeah, it was. I think it was Lazy Bone. It was that deal that Corey and TJ did with Lazy.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I remember that one.
I'm still waiting on that one. Like not like the bigger artist that gets it. Like it's just his song. Like he ain't on there as a feature or something like that. Like I'm always trying to just. I can't ever give myself credit for nothing. Like, damn. I got one on the way though. I got one on the way. I ain't gonna mention too much about it because I don't know if he's got an NDA on it or whatever. But fingers crossed.
The start of DrumDummie came from Bless the Dead Speaker Knockers. I remember being T-Rap on the track before all of this, and I was just looking for a tag. I had already started using DrumDummie like 2012 before I switched over to T-Rap on the track, but I never told anybody. Like I never used it in no type of way. But then I just said it on the track one day, and from there it stuck. I started using it, and it been history since then. So it really started 2012, but I really just took the name when like 2013, that's when I started using it heavy.
You turned into a. It was the 13. 13 was when you decided it was gonna be a group too.
Yeah, and then 13 was when I decided it was gonna be a group, and Shamu, and you know, we had Flo and Lago. All of us just started.
Cause I knew them too. I knew them too was gonna be like once it was a group. Like I figured out it was gonna be a group. I knew they were in it. I was like, all right, that's what's up. Cool. And then he walked across the street. Like I was actually living next door to where we at now. He came over to my cousin's house. Yeah, Shamu, you know you DrumDummie too. You in there? I'm like, you mean me? I'm like, man, nah, it was dope. Like, hell yeah, that's a bet, dude. Let's run it. Let's get it. And here we are.
Yeah, years later.
4 damn years later.
We done made a lot of progress in 4 years, though. I give it that. We still got a long way to go, though. So stay tuned. We started YouTube. We started YouTube in 2014 early. I only started it because of doing studio sessions, you know. Just having too many people pile up at my grandma's house, I was like, let me make it easy. Let me put the beats on YouTube so people can download them. I mean, get on there, write to them, and then have the song ready when they get to my grandma's house. So, you know, on YouTube, you gotta put something in the description. So, I'm like, let me put my email where they can find me, like my phone number, all that type of stuff. Let me just put that in the description. Man, before I knew it, I done posted all these beats and people started calling me, and I'm like, what the hell? And they were asking how much is a lease and how much is this and that. And I wasn't blind to it because I done been on SoundClick as a rapper, me rapping, going to look for beats from, you know, like Johnny Giuliano Vibe. So I always seen they stuff from Lease, Wave, Exclusive. So I was like, let me go back to SoundClick, look on Johnny Giuliano page, see what they prices is. And from there, I started using their prices. I took their contracts, copied and pasted, changed it over to my name, and I was like, I'm finna start selling beats. My girl made me a PayPal account, got all that set up, and that thing, you know, we was selling beats. I came back and I told Shamu, like, bro, I think it's a way you can get some money online.
He put me on the YouTube play, and I mean I'm still way up under that on that, but I mean like maybe 2 years into it, that's when I finally started getting like you gonna do some time and not get a lot of money out of it, if any at all. Like there's gonna be a lot of struggle and hustle, and you may want to keep your day job.
That's the only thing I think the difference was between me and him, because I had a day job when I was doing YouTube, and when I did it, I wasn't really expecting that. You know, I was just doing it for the people who literally come to the studio. So I never had to sit back and watch it or wait on it or nothing like that. So it just grew while I was still doing other stuff. Like I never looked at it. But once I told him, he had to actually sit there and look at it and watch it, and that's the hard part of it.
Oh, it sucks so much. But once you finally, like, even if it's like a lease, like once you sell that first beat, that's a high you can't get past ever. But YouTube wasn't the first time you was really successful online, was it? That was
Oh yeah, I got successful online.
That was the deal with
O'Brien.
Yeah.
I got successful online 2012. I had went #1 on SoundClick.
I was earlier than that. It was 12.
Yeah, it was 12. I had just graduated. I went #1 on SoundClick with Down, and next thing you know, I came back, started producing, and 2 years later, I started my own shit. So.
I worked for Darryl. He got pissed at you about that shit, didn't he? Like, well, boy, you don't know if he was pissed. He was just kind of like throwing slick shots.
Yeah, he was like, auto-tune, because you know Federo can really sing. So
yeah.
Like, the auto-tune, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I didn't care about this. I just did it and put it out on Twitter. And O'Brien was typing himself in, saying what he produced, and he hit me up. Like, bro, you got a hit. Let me put it on my YouTube. Let me put it on my SoundClick. And, hey, cut this into the. This dude, O'Brien, really put me on his SoundClick, beat with a hook, and actually let me eat off of that before I was anything. There's some real shit he had there.
True enough.
He put me on there with a beat, with a hook, and anytime we sold some stuff, he probably could have been getting more money. I don't give a damn. I know he was breaking me off though.
That's real though. That actually, like, I feel like stuff like that'll really make the personality of somebody that's coming up as a musician or artist or whatever. Like if somebody that's bigger than that, it shows that kind of love to somebody that's little. Like that it kind of instills that humble mentality in them, to me anyway, because I mean you know, like anybody that ever has showed me that kind of love, like being
I owe you one.
Being little man, like, yo, like, I kind of got to show this back to everybody else, which that mentality is sort of where the Summit came from and all that, so.
I'm from Georgia. I'm not from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Georgia.
I just had that question today. What part of Baton Rouge you from?
Probably gonna keep getting.
No, I don't know. I'm from Georgia.
Not one of us even from Louisiana. Period. Like,
I got that influence. I mean, you gotta think about it. Master P, fucking Cash Money, all these people ran the game from the 90s, and you can take it to the early 2000s. Manny Fred was still dropping stuff, still producing stuff in the 2000s. So I mean, then Boosie and Webby them came out in the later 2000s, and Mouse on the Track and all of them were running shit. So I mean, like, that's where I really got the influence from. So that's why people consider me to be from Baton Rouge.
I ain't gonna lie, I started making them beats because of you. Like, I was doing what like the futuristic type, the K on the track, Roscoe Dash-esque deals in like 2012, 13 or whatever. Like, I started making the Boosie deals or whatever just to see, like, shit, one, could I do it? And two, after I started doing it, I kind of got hooked on it after that. Like, I didn't want to really do. And I do still want to do other kind of beats, but now that's kind of the niche.
That's just the
like
sound.
I don't fell under the DrumDummie.
I mean,
crowd.
really, that's just the sound people done gravitated towards. But all honesty, we not from Baton Rouge, we from Shiloh, Georgia. Both of us.
Shiloh, Georgia. Well, I'll tell everybody Columbus because it's kind of like the biggest, closest place that everybody from. Because once you say Shiloh, where's that? Then you got to go in the whole. Well, it's like this far from Atlanta, or this far from Columbus, or this far from the one city that you know in Georgia or whatever. Like, I just, you know, dog, like, there's at least a bigger chance you'll know what Columbus is at, so we from Columbus. My biggest accomplishment, like one of the biggest ones had like the biggest thus far happened for me earlier this year, and it was what I mentioned earlier about, I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, he posted a video on his Instagram, so I'll go ahead and say it. But Rich reposted one of my beats, rapping over it, and I, you know, fuck with that dude's music hard. Like, as hard as he went, like, oh, I love Boosie, like, Rich was kind of that dude for me. So, like, once I got a call, well, I won't go into them details, but, you know, once that came up on his Instagram or whatever, and he had my beat on it, like, it was the first beat. He had a couple of producers that he got stuff from, I guess, and there was, like, video after video, like, just clips of different songs he had done. But the beat I sent him was first. Like, you want to talk about, like, I look like a, like, inside I was like that 12-year-old girl at a Justin Bieber concert, you know, like, I was, like, I was going ham about it, but that's like one of the biggest ones for me. Second was probably going to South by Southwest with TJ, even though that was something we had to pay in for, and which don't let a lot of them rappers that go to South by Southwest and perform for you, like, they probably paid for them slots. They didn't get asked to come. But just going down there and having that experience and knowing, like, we actually got, like, a lot of love after that. Like, I was cool with that. And then even there were people down there to recognize the tags and, you know, the DrumDummie tags. It was like, damn, you know, like, this is really that far out. And the other people that recognized me from Atlanta or whatever, from a couple of deals I did before with a Cigarillo Tilo, like, just, that was mind-blowing for me. And then the third one, of course, was like my biggest placement. Well, the first placement that was like super huge, and I'll give all the shouts to Corey Bigby on that one because he put that play in motion. But when I got the beat for Laserbone, I got to talk and sit with Laserbone that day. Like, that was mad cool. And I mean, I think Lazy clicked up, which I'll try to keep it like short, this little story, but Lazy clicked up because TJ had went down with us too, and Lazy clicked up with TJ so damn quick, and it was funny as hell. Because he came out there, he was talking about, I heard the beat, man, it just made me feel so some type of way, you know, man. Like, he had like that thick, like, I don't want to say it was like West Coast, but like just I don't know how to describe that
Sound
accent.
like tear out.
But yeah, okay. Well, nah, he didn't really sound like Terrence Howard, but he was like, the beat, man, made me feel. So it's like, let me tell you what we gonna do, man. Like he had a blunt. He was like, we gonna smoke this, and we gonna write some beautiful music. And that was when I looked at him. I'm like, I don't smoke. I appreciate it. I don't smoke though. He had glasses on, right? The big Easy E glasses that like all Bone Thugs wear. He just went. Well, sit your ass right there. Looked over at TJ. So we gonna smoke this? Hell yeah! And then like him and TJ clicked up like from then. It was so it was dope as hell. Them were like the three like just top. I love it moments.
Man, my top 3 gotta be. I was trying to sit over here and think, but I was just drawing blanks. I can't even really explain. I mean, one would be going to Boosie house with the shooter, with my boy. Hey man, they called me up, and I ain't gonna lie. I just had every excuse in the world not to go because I felt like it wasn't ready. D done made me go. D said, bro, if you got a car in that yard, get in there and drive it. You remember telling me that, D? He told me, hey, if you got a car in the yard, get in there and drive it, bro. You been doing this all the time. You mean to tell me you finna sit here? Hey, I thought about it, said, you know what, he right. Me, I got in my 91 Camaro, drove that bitch all the way to Boosie house. I said, fuck it. Met up with D and B, shit. You know, had a great experience up there. Even though it wasn't even like I went up there on no producing, nothing like that. But I just had a great time anyway. That's one of them. The second one would be working with Bankroll Fresh. God bless the dead. That's actually like one of my favorite rappers, and I still bump his shit all the time. Wish I could have did something else with him. The third would be my biggest accomplishment. This kind of live breaking. This kind of breaking. I ain't even told y'all yet. I was waiting to tell y'all, but me actually being able to put money down to get me a crib on this fucking land. Like I think that's the biggest one of all, and the shit actually went through. So that's the biggest accomplishment of all. Like that's the biggest one. That I ain't never think I'd be able to actually have 2 cars, you know, crib, all that to show off of being online, fucking typing on the keyboard all day. Like
that's okay. So you went,
I mean,
you went part like I kind of put the accomplishments I put out in the musical category, and then you went personal with the house. Now like
I mean,
now my wife's gonna watch this and be like, you didn't say our wedding. Like, come on.
Oh no, I'm saying music ain't got nothing to do with your wedding though. Music got something to do with this house though. So,
no, I get it. I'm fucking with you.
But nah, that's my biggest accomplishment. Like that shit crazy.
It kind of reminds me when you brought me up there to what was it? 13th Street, not 13th. The studio we went to with Pizza and them.
Yeah, that was 11th Street.
11th Street studio. Talking about feeling like unprepared and out of place and all that. Like I ain't know how to feel, you know. Like that was.
It was different.
It was cool as hell because like what got me was just I was like, all right, I'd already met celebrities at that. Man, meeting Jazzy Faye, that was okay. We could take, matter of fact, South by Southwest was cool, but meeting Jazzy Faye was like one of the bigger accomplishments for me.
Jazzy was cool. He acted just like he acted.
That was the coolest shit. That like one of the coolest things by far. Like I'll be an old ass man telling my grandkids about that one. Like okay, if you would just like heard him on songs or seen him on Instagram or whatever, thought maybe this was just an act. Like nah, this dude will talk to you in melody and shit. Like he was on the phone with somebody singing to him, replying to like questions and whatnot. Oh, I need to come out there to Cali? Well, tell them I need a check from you. Like he went in the bathroom. We just heard his ass singing in there on the toilet and shit. Like damn, dog. Like he really just lived that. Like okay. And we got to drop some beats off on his USB too. So like that was dope. I don't know if he ever used them or did anything with them, but we got to give him the Jazzy. So that was cool. That was cool enough for me. I enjoyed that.
DrumDummie podcast. it's been on hold for so long because Shamu will tell you this. I got a real problem with doing 50 things at one time. Like, I just got a real problem with that. I mean, both of us do, but mine is like way worse than Shamu.
Yeah.
Shamu kind of know how to. He the good side of me that know how to prioritize shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, kind of. I just know how, like, when somebody calls and says, like, okay, this is gonna be this day, like the interview, for instance. Like, I knew I didn't have it on this calendar up here, but like it was in my phone. Like, I knew, like, okay.
No, he had this shit in check. Like
this
at
was
3
happening.
o'clock, he was gonna be calling me like, bro, what the fuck is you? And I had forgot, but just so happened I pulled up at 3 o'clock. So it was like,
Hey.
he just real good at fucking having shit down pat and being like, bro, let's just, if we can't do it, put it on hold. Or if we can't do this, you know what I'm saying, just wait. So with the DrumDummie podcast, we just wanted to wait until, you know, we got the living situations and all that situated, because we've been moving around, both of us. So once we get that situated, it's coming back most definitely.
It will be back, because I be having way too good of a time on it. Like, it's
we got a lot of new stuff to talk about anyway.
Very much enjoyable. So it's not going to pause at all. If anything, like, if it does make a comeback, it might make a comeback at one of the DrumDummie summits. Maybe not the next one, but it might make a comeback live. We don't know. We don't know for sure though. Don't hold me to that. But that's what a podcast is at.
My opinion on being consistent is that's the main key to what we got going on. Anybody who doing anything like self-made, like, if you, because it's already hard enough as it is that people don't like to work together, you know what I'm saying? Most of these businesses right now start out one man, and you got to actually get it to a certain point that people actually even want to fuck with you. So it's basically hard to do, and the way you do that is by being consistent. Like me, say for example, I miss me moving. I wasn't on YouTube for a second, I wasn't on Instagram for a second, even Facebook. I was just like missing for a few weeks, and that shit just like, bro, in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, I cannot be doing this. DMs going off, Facebook messages going off, everything just piling up, and the second people feel like they can't reach you, the second it's over with, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause people feel like if you play with their time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can have something going on, but if you ain't consistent, they don't want to rock with you.
That's so damn backwards, man. And I know they put, like, a lot of them in message probably don't realize it, so I'm not gonna put all the fault on them. But I mean, if they even knew just how many, because I mean, they could go look. You got like 20.6K followers on Instagram. That's not to mention the subscribers you got on YouTube. So that ain't even counting like the the emails and whatnot you got coming in. Like, if your message ain't getting replied to immediately, even in the middle of personal stuff going on, like, it's not that somebody's sleeping on you or purposely, missing you or nothing.
And I do want to say,
it's like there's two of us, man, and like thousands on thousands of y'all. Like,
yeah, it's only two of us.
Good
and
God.
It's only 24 hours in a day. And I do want to say this. It's not that y'all money ain't good. A lot of people be hitting me up saying that my money ain't good, bro.
Your money is very good.
I'm just being inconsistent right now, which is the type of what we talking about. I'm just being inconsistent because I'm an actual human. I don't have an automated email system to reply to y'all. Like, I can do that. We can get to that point where we just get everything right, and y'all can be on some, like, go check the FAQ type shit, and you'll never ever be able to hear from us again. But I don't even like to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I actually like to talk to people. Like,
they do take some of the like personality.
I'm not trying to be robotic and just have y'all just call a 1-800 number if you need to get in touch with me and can't. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
I'm still trying to answer phone calls.
I'm still trying to get to y'all.
Okay, we jumped off that topic. So.
No, because we talking about being consistent, and we actually being inconsistent. So it's like them two go hand in hand.
I guess that's on me too, because I mean, I ain't even gonna guess. It is on me too, because my phone number's on the website. Like, I want to say that I do got it beside the phone number, like text only. Like, please text me, because like I get spam callers and whatnot all the time. So if I get a number coming in that I don't know, like I probably won't pick it up because I don't know who it is. Like
I'm kind of glad we actually sharing this story too, cause for people who is wondering how to be consistent, this is a perfect example. Don't do what we doing. Like try to find some extra help,
get your balance,
interns or something. Like the same thing we trying to do. Like try to find you some extra help, cause people gonna be on you, and it's hard to even stay consistent.
But even like when it comes to, you know, uploads or something, especially if you're just starting out or something, like consistency is so key when you starting from, like really just starting. Like if you're doing beats or something, if you got a tag up or something, like a picture on your page, new beats every day.
You better be every day.
I wouldn't say put them up like every day, like unless you're just making like kind of mindless trap beats, and that's not a knock on people to make trap beats, because I mean they hard, but on the real, like you could pretty well like make a trap beat pretty easy. But
basically I'm gonna end it like this. Being consistent, it can mean whether you upload every day, this Monday, but every 2 Mondays after that. Long as you consistently doing that, it don't mean you gotta be doing it every day. Consistent just mean whatever you doing in that routine, you get it done. It can be you can upload every 3 months, long as you upload every 3 months though.
Yeah. Even if you're on Instagram, like if you posting a video, just like a, I guess a Plies type talking shit video or something. If you're doing them every day, yo, do one every day.
And if you're doing one every week, do one every week. You're doing one every month, do one every month. Whatever it is, big. How we feel about new artists, and I said how we feel because I know you got a different opinion, but at the same time, we both been talking about. We both started out literally like not liking these motherfuckers to now. We both kind of got our picks of who we fuck with. Like you, I know you fuck with Ugly God, Juice WRLD, people like that. You know me personally, I fuck with my boy Lil Pump. Like when that Gucci Gang shit came out, man, yo, I like that shit. My
opinion are kind of swapped on Pump, like just, and it's more so just because I see him getting like he's making his plays, man. Like, and I can't deny, like if I get out, he's one that I can actually sit back if it comes on in the club and I hear Gucci Gang or something. I've been drinking a little bit, like
you gonna turn up.
That's cool. I can't say the same thing for 6ix9ine, but I think that's like what he that's what he's chasing right now is people to say, nah, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like. But I mean, if that's what you want, like, bet,
I mean, like, I ain't got no opinion on him. I ain't like he 6 for 6 or 7 for 7 on Billboard, but I ain't never heard nothing besides Gummo, so I really can't even have an opinion on him really like that. I ain't never heard too many songs about him. I ain't heard more than 2 songs. I heard Gummo and one more other song. I don't even know what it sound like.
It was the one with Trippie Redd, wasn't it?
Yeah, Totem Pole, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was Trippie Redd.
I like Trippie Redd.
He's dope. I do kind of rock with him, and I'm mad I didn't really rock with X as much as I should have had, and I hate that it took him to.
I tried to listen to the album. Whenever he dropped the album, I was trying to listen to it. It had a couple on there, but
because I heard a couple like his super old where the bass was like way the hell up there and whatnot. Like I mean, them were. Some like it was, you
remember we both tried to listen to it because I was like X got a whole different vibe. We ain't know he had that like that kind of whatever dark ass depressing ass sound he was doing. I ain't know he could actually sing or do none of that. But I fought with X off of that Rolling Peace song. That was one song I did like him on. So, but yeah, that's really like how we feel about them rappers. Like the opinion that kind of changed. We ain't just so pushy on them no more.
Like cloud rappers, is that what they?
SoundCloud. Yeah.
That's the I guess the vibe that they under. Like I don't really have any problem with them. If anything, like just keep doing.
I fuck with Lil Yachty too.
Keep doing
he
thing.
humble. He a real dude.
I did like Yachty had me so on the damn fence in the beginning, but I'll be like one of the same ones, like as everybody else said. Like, he's so fucking positive, dude. Like, how do you not like that? Like, he's just obnoxiously positive. Like, you could have a terrible day and he come up.
And look, even with these new age SoundCloud rappers, you know, some of them be on that nut shit. But like I said, Yachty cool, he a humble dude. X was like that. I mean, he had got on that shit at one point, but he had got off of that. But you got the motherfucking gangster rapper that be on the most bullshit. Like, don't be the motherfucker who be like so just against anything that's like real, like anything that's just genuine. They just want to be on some if it's about being street type shit, that's it. It ain't no I want to build a relationship and really, you know what I'm saying, take it to the next level with somebody. It ain't. That's the only thing I don't like about these new age fucking gangster rappers.
Yeah. First off, if you're trying to learn to do everything, like, no one can do everything. You cannot do everything. Don't try to learn everything off the rip. Pick something and master that one thing. Like, so somebody, like, pretty much everybody can be a jack of all trades, but like, there's only a couple people that can be a master at shit. You know, like where we at. We just had the conversation earlier. Like, of course, we done figured out how to shoot videos and like edit them together and whatnot. Like, we know how to pretty well work Photoshop pretty good. We can really do graphics and shit if we wanted to or whatnot. Like, there's a lot of, like, most of the stuff that we even put out is done in-house. But like, the one thing that's always gonna be the fallback, like, is the beats. Like, we know we've been doing that shit so long, like that's we dope with that. That's okay. Like, we know that's gonna be something that's the mastery. That's where that shit has been mastered.
That's the platform to help us get to wherever else we're trying to get. But
so pick something to master first. Like, if you and make sure it's something that you really got a pat, like, and that's kind of a wide ass question that can go either way too. But
let me get that. Make sure it's something that you got a passion for, cause I mean, you got a lot of people who are jumping to stuff, and you know, now we in the age of everybody doing stuff, so people just jumping into things. You know, that's a key thing to it. Like, it's a lot of people jumping into doing whatever. Like, the internet booming, you can be making fucking furniture, you can be making beats, you can be making whatever. And people just see everything that, you know, other successful people that made money off of, so, you know, they might hop in it, but they ain't really just got the passion for it, or, you know, just trying to get a quick buck out of it. Like I said, when I first started out making beats, I was just putting my beats on YouTube. I ain't expecting nobody to listen to it, I ain't expecting nothing. So I wasn't looking for nothing, so it wasn't hard for me to get on like that, because I wasn't looking for it.
There was a real love, like this.
Yeah.
And of course, there's always like the business and the marketing side of it and whatever else. But like, just like if you were to go to a store or whatever and like whatever you want to buy, like, if whoever it was that was making that drink that you about to buy or that table that you gonna pick up put in your house, if they didn't have some kind of love for doing that, for that kind of craft, like if they didn't like really enjoy mixing drinks or doing woodwork or whatever it was, like, their product wouldn't be where it was at that day, and you wouldn't enjoy it so much that you wanted to pick it up.
And you never too dope to give some away for free.
Exactly.
Like, that's a key thing a lot of people mess up on. Like, they come in the game, been a shot, you know, one video or made one beat and be like, hey, I'm charging $1,200 for mine or some shit like that. You know, like, you never too dope to come in and just, you know, you gotta make your credit in whatever you're doing, especially right now, because anybody can do it. You know, if they don't get the beat from me, it's a million people making beat just like me.
Yep.
And
they ain't no telling,
you know,
how long he actually had to get on my ass about like giving stuff out for free. Like, dog, you done did it like 2 years. Like, it's your time with that is up. Like, we know that 10,000 hours have been put in. Like, I've actually like been there physically for about 8,000 of them. So like, you good, bro. Like, you don't have to give out free no more. So like, and even then, like, at certain points, I still give something out for free. Like, I feel like there's certain individuals, like, if it's something that'll get me sales on the back end or something, like, hey, the first one's on me, dog.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, I might keep it. I got a couple of return customers just off of that. So. And
basically, what I mean by not giving out for free is relationship. That's all it is. Once you're not giving it for free, it's just to build a relationship. You're not doing it for free, you're doing it for something else besides money, basically. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't just like completely like, here you go, run off with it. But you're doing it in exchange for some relationship, fucking whatever the case may be.
There's always a trade-off.
So I mean, yeah, that's about all I gotta say about that. That's the main thing right there.
Yeah, if you ain't getting it, like, if you're not getting any money off of it, you could be doing it for a placement or something that would get your name heard a little bit more, or, you know, something that's gonna boost you in some kind of way, or even if it's something personal, like, you know, I've always wanted to work with this artist, like, here, you can totally have this free or whatever. Like, there's a trade-off always. So Alright then, ladies and gents, I am Shamu of DrumDummie.
I'm T-Rapper DrumDummie.
And you were watching Pull Up or Shut Up TV, man. Y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir.